Okay, I am in game. I am here to say that I'm not like Knuckles. It's time to wrap the day.
Welcome back to our iron mine from last week.
Yeah.
Which was going to be our big screws base, but then we quickly capped out on how many screws we needed anyway, and I was like, this is a lot of fucking screws. Do I really want to commit to this? So I made the two not pure ones, which are combined 1/3 of the overall place and iron amount. I made them screws. Then I made the other 2/3 of the base iron, reinforced iron plates, which is the much
Holy shit!
larger
There is
base.
like 5 floors of screw.
Yeah, screws are really a
This
fucking
is-
massive pain in the ass.
Yeah, this is organized.
You need so many fucking.
Wow.
You need so many fucking things to make each set because you have to do.
You know, we could have just gone with the with the less efficient one, but no, we had to do it. There's 2 buildings.
I mean, that is one reason to
How
do
many
that.
smelters are there?
Yeah.
You're a madman.
24 smelters.
Man.
There's the screws have 8 smelters and the reinforced iron has 16 smelters.
Wow.
Yep. Because when you go
That
from
lake's got to be full of nothing but screws at this point. Like all the screw runoff is just landing in the water down there.
yeah, when you go from ingots to rods, that's a 50% increase in buildings, and when you go from rods to screws, that's a 50% increase in buildings.
Yeah.
And then I had to
it's
converge
all
them
combinatorial.
down into 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Which thankfully the rank 4s can handle most things, so the rank 4s keep up with the input of all the conjoined screw stuff. Haha, you didn't even do it right.
No, I missed twice.
But now the screws aren't being used enough, so the whole base is backed up and isn't doing anything now.
That's fine. It just means that we never have to think about screws again, Keith. Never have to think about screws again, Keith.
Until next time?
Never have to think about them again.
Yeah, this base is chaos too, because this is the fucking 16 smelters, which thankfully only 4 of them have to go into screws, and the other 12 go into making iron plates. And so they just go off into a different planet.
If I recall, the whole point of this was to load it all onto a train.
Yes.
Is that all going into a train?
Yep.
Okay. I want to go see the train.
Because when you go to the back of either base, like the lakeside, you'll see that they all go onto a couple of tracks.
Yeah.
And those tracks will take you to the train.
Okay.
It goes from 2 stacks of iron to 4 stacks between the iron and the screws. And you can run along the top.
Okay, well those are plates going into this one. I'm curious to see how much there are thousands of screws.
Yep.
The
our
train
base
cannot screw this hard.
Our base isn't using enough of them yet, so the
I was gonna say, I assume
the station's
the real
currently
problem
full.
is that the base itself isn't consuming them.
Let's see.
Further, I must have the screw.
So 2 Wolves is on its way if we want to ride the train back home. Otherwise, we can hop in the tubes, which also take us all the way back home.
I think I'm already feeling tube time.
Yeah. Also, we can't share a train. I just remembered.
Oh.
Only 1 person per
That's
cabin.
good.
So
because I'm already tubing it.
Okay. You gotta get the like. It's hard. I don't know.
And it goes off into the bank, and you're just like, I wonder where it goes.
Yeah.
I bet there's a series of tubes in the back of the bank.
Yeah, like the internet.
Magically, yeah, it makes the money go to the spots.
Hello, 2 Wolves.
Nothing but tubes.
2 Wolves constantly has a full first cart and an empty back cart because it just has nowhere to put the screws. Really put the screws to them, boss.
It's okay. 2 Wolves is still a good boy.
Meanwhile, our
They're doing
stack
the best
of
they can.
resources has become just a nightmare. Because to do cable management and not have it be a sprawling nightmare, I've been putting them on the stacking conveyors, but now the stack of conveyors is like 8 conveyors tall. Which is a lot of conveyors.
Oh wow, the textures aren't loading in. These
Like in
pipes are all
general?
gray. It's weird looking. No, they're just, like, the models are loading in, but not the textures yet. It needs a couple of minutes. The pipes are all gray, which is super weird looking.
No,
because this game is yellow.
I painted this area gray.
Oh, it's awful. Why did you paint the fucking tubes gray?
Because it's oil. I painted the entire oil area oil colored. Because you're talking about getting
not gray.
Well, it's blackish. I don't think you can go all the way black necessarily. You're talking about getting lost, so slowly trying to convert each area into like a district color. God, this stack is these stacked conveyors are a nightmare now.
This is pretty nonsense, but it could be worse. I could have been the one making them.
It means they're not a nightmare spray of random things. Right now, the top two conveyors are the reinforced iron, and the two below them are the two rows of screws.
Well, good news is we have a buttload of computers, so we can use that to do, I don't remember, but I think that those are useful.
As far as I can tell, the container in a train is so fucking massive that there's almost no bandwidth limitation for how much a train can ultimately carry, essentially.
Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed, is that they can... do you have to add carts to it to get it to have even more capacity, or what?
Well, you'd have to do another train station, or another train stop segment or whatever, and another car to do, because they're one-to-one. Because the locomotive stops at the station, and then behind it is the compartments that have to match with how many carts you have. So since it can carry so many screws, that's not really the limitation. The limitation is how many on the input. It's how much two of your best conveyor can pump into those two ports in the time it takes for the train to do a trip. And on the receiving end, it's however fast your two best conveyors can pull out of those ports in order to put them into your base. And so they're going through our base right now on two lines that are Mark IVs, because that's the best we have. And that's the permanent, that's the cap on how fast you can retrieve resources from a train station until we unlock a better conveyor. But that's already really fucking fast.
Well, let's just go ahead and assume that we're never ever going to exceed that bandwidth, shall we?
The moment we get whatever we need for the next tier.
There's a bit of a problem, but it's not really that big of a deal. But the one conveyor belt that I was feeding into the space station that had both versatile frameworks and modular engines on it, it filled up of all the versatile frameworks, so none of the modular engines are in there.
I thought that was good.
I'm making a smart splitter right now, which will take care of this.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. Are you going to smart split them into a container?
Yeah, I'm forking off the versatile frameworks.
I wouldn't do that there.
Well, it's gonna work for now.
I would disconnect the versatile frameworks from the thing completely.
Yes. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, of course. But I need to deal with the current situation where the belt has a bunch of backup on it.
Yeah, because it should be permanently done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, that's definitely gonna happen. Because the moment it caps out on one.
Cool.
Wasn't that a straight line?
It was what the? Oh. Okay, cool. This will work. All right. So then
how is that too steep?
Out. I don't know. I choose not to question anything. And then we would do modular engines on the right side. And this.
We're well on our way to be done with those too. We're well on our way to being done with those. Yeah, so then the only thing left
will be the adaptive control units, which aren't too bad because we have a ton of computers now. We can probably just make those by hand.
It's made of whatever the red trash can is.
Oh, that's falling to my death. Bye.
2 computers, 2 heavy modular frames, circuit boards. Yeah, what's the red thing?
I don't know what the red thing is.
It's like a trash can. See, N is search. That's not helpful. Computer. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's really helpful. That's really good to know. Okay, so it's called an adaptive control unit. So you can press N and then type adaptive, and then you get the recipe, and then you can highlight it to find out what the thing is that we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Automated wiring, which is made of... Oh, it's just a stator and a wire. I'm gonna add one to my to-do list so I know what it's made of.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go take the versatile frameworks off of the path to the space elevator real quick, and then I guess I'm just gonna load versatile frameworks into a storage container for now.
Yeah, until we come up with something else to send it. Something that's made of.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I just need to figure out where I'm doing any of that.
Just next to it or something?
Yeah, but I don't... There's a lot of conveyor belts that are very long and spaghetti.
Yep.
Wait. Is that it?
Base, so
yeah, that has to be it.
Big base, so chunky.
How did space get so chunky? Alright, versatile frameworks. You're just gonna tear this up.
Automated wiring is stators and wires.
And put that there.
So if wires are already being made by the computers and all of our computery stuff's over there, I probably just want to make automated wiring by the computers.
Yeah, I think just manufacture it over there should be fine.
Yeah. I think I'm probably going to have to upscale our wire production because it's not a very full looking part of the conveyor stack. It's looking pretty sparse.
Okay, and now modular engines are also packed up. Plenty of that happened too. Okay, well, I'll just do another storage container at the end, and we'll figure this problem out later.
Yeah, I think it just filled up.
Yep. All right, so this will at least clear out our giant spaghetti track, which is probably the most important thing that I need to accomplish up here. Okay.
Whenever I want to start another building, I need to, like, get to the local high.
Oh, crap. Why die again, bird?
Did you just jump off a cliff again?
I didn't jump off of a cliff. The conveyor belt... I was running the wrong direction.
Did you stand on a conveyor and delete it?
No, I was running the wrong direction across the conveyor belt.
Of course not, I would never.
And I found the path of least resistance, which was straight down.
Do you eventually just hope for like an upgrade that lets you run on conveyors without acknowledging how the conveyor actually works?
Yeah, it'd be pretty fantastic.
They're constantly the most convenient path between two locations, but they have speed, and that speed is only rising as we upgrade them.
Yeah. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the modular frame engines as well, and I'm just gonna start loading that up into its own storage unit, sending it across.
The frames?
No, so the versatile frames I've already done it. I'm talking about the modular engines, the other thing that was being sent over.
Yeah, they both need to get packed up. Maybe I've been missing it this entire game, but this game, if it doesn't have it, desperately needs like a lay down a bunch of foundations feature.
Oh, it would be fantastic if it had something like that. Now,
I haven't looked it up or anything, so maybe it does exist. It's like when I wanted a mass delete feature, they were like, it's on the screen, it literally tells you how to do it. But I have not figured out a way, and there's definitely times where I'm like, can I just draw? Like, can I just drag and just drag to make a square, and then you just fill that with the foundations? So I'm just trying to get a building started here. Okay, so the automated wiring itself also requires a manufacturer again.
Yeah.
So that's just what we do. Is what we do.
Are we not able to manufacture things that require 4 by hand? I don't remember.
I don't know. I just don't do that ever.
Oh, okay, you with your fucking principles.
I feel like it makes the game worse.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that needs to be made on that scale, you're supposed to be producing it on a scale.
Yeah.
So you gotta get it. You just gotta do it. You just gotta commit to doing the big.
Yeah. I mean, but no.
When I'm laying electrical wire, I definitely find myself wishing there was like a electrical wire, like mode that just like desaturate the whole screen and like make every fucking electrical wire like a neon yellow. Just like, where is it? I can't see a pole anywhere. Nice, yeah. Where are they?
There were mods that let you put down foundations at once. Okay, well that's good to know.
Yeah, I would like features, please.
Yeah,
instead of mods.
Yeah. I didn't even know there were really a whole lot of mods for this game yet, but I guess I'm not surprised.
Modding a game in active development's a little bit of a moving target.
Yeah, people used to do it with Minecraft, and that was always a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah. So here's computers. Hello, computers.
Right, I'm looking at you, Sebastian.
How you doing?
Crystal oscillators.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal.
Oh no, you're lagging.
I'm gonna steal your computers.
Am I lagging or is server lagging?
It's not you. It's just the server. You're just stuck permanently running into a conveyor belt.
Sweet.
I see your ghost,
dude.
I'm trying to prod you in the ass, but unsurprisingly, it doesn't work.
That's rude.
I know. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, that was way too tall. It was funny, but way too tall.
Alright, so where are you? Oh, okay. You must be here because I see you attempting to build stuff. Keith, are you there?
It's attempting to man.
I don't know. It's like a go. Oh my god. Okay, that was actually scary. I didn't realize that you were in me.
He's trying to man. But can he?
He's a ghost.
This is awkward.
Yeah, it is, but... Oh, what the hell? Yeah, there's some awkward shit. Maybe we need to put down some foundations at least to make this a little bit cleaner.
I wanted to make it go above the conveyors, but there isn't... You don't have air control in this game. Like, you can't build stuff in the air the way you envision it. It always has to connect to something once it's in the air, because you can only point at walls and floors and other things.
Yeah, so you need to... Okay, so
just
you wanted to go
up.
over the conveyor belts?
I'm just going to give up and go across the floor a bit.
Are you sure? Okay. Because what I was going to do was I was going to go on the other side and make like a tall conveyor thing that you could hook into, but it's fine. You can also do it low styles.
Ideally, the issue here is that just the location goes perpendicular to the giant stack wall.
Yeah, language.
And so there's just like no good place for it to go. It's just like, oh man, it's just gonna be disappointing no matter what. Language?
Yeah. Yes.
How dare you say the nasty word? that lewd word.
Yeah.
Alright. So there's computers going into that, and now we need circuit boards, automated wiring, and heavy modular frames.
How was automated wiring made again? Oh, stators and
oh right, that was what
that's kind of
right. I came here to do that, and I did this instead on accident.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking at this like this isn't connect quite what you meant, is it?
Let's just gotta do both. You want to bring the circuit boards here? I'm gonna make another cement grid over here now and do automated wiring over here.
Yeah, sounds good. We're not using the circuit boards for anything else, are we?
I don't.
Are the circuit boards?
I don't know. You've worked on that more lately.
Ah, crap. Circuit boards are indeed a part of the computer itself, so we need circuit boards for both.
Gotta scale.
Yeah, I was gonna say the problem is that we are almost assuredly nowhere near developing circuit boards fast enough.
Plastics are doing a bit better now that we're dumping the coke.
Oh no, the assemblers are doing the best job they can, but we just need more assemblers. That's all.
The assemblers don't make.
Assemblers make circuit boards.
Oh right, I was thinking of manufacturers.
Yeah.
I was like, making the computers go faster won't make you have more circuits.
Yeah. One thing I can
the
do
wrong
at the very
stage.
least, just to get things going. What the hell is happening over here?
What's up?
Nothing. I just saw a bunch of potato sacks flying through the air that was making foundations. I'm just going to come over to the manufacturer and I'm just going to drop in my circuit boards because I have a bunch in my inventory that I shouldn't have in my inventory. So that'll just make things a little bit easier for everyone.
Some assemblies down.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for me to just get rid of some of my shit. This will work out all right.
That's what those sinks are for. If it's not a rare item, you definitely want to just put them in the sinks. I keep finding chests here and there that have like random items. I'm like, we're never coming back for these. No one knows these are here. Stators and cables. I'm just gonna.
Okay, let me see how many copper sheets are coming into this stuff.
Just gonna do what I do, and I'm too lazy to check, which is just assume I'd need 4 buildings.
Yes, good call. I approve this message because as long as you have low standards, then I can have low standards.
Yep.
Okay, so these copper sheets are...
They're not low standards, Bird. They're streamer standards.
So 20 parts per minute. 20 parts
We got
per minute.
places to be and math to ignore.
20, 40. Okay, 60. Are we getting the copper ingots in fast enough? It looks like we probably are not, but we'll look at that in a bit. Okay, 60 copper sheets coming in. And we consume 15 per minute.
You really start to notice the limitations of first-person building when you start putting down stuff like a manufacturer, and it's like, this building's fucking massive. It fills my entire screen. I don't know where I'm putting it. I can't tell at all. Am I supposed to be able to tell?
5 per minute, that's bad. Okay, so our consumers are 50. Okay, so we're consuming 80. And we're producing, I believe, not that amount. We are producing, let's see, 60. All right, so we already have a deficit to work against there. So we need to up, first of all, we need to up the copper sheet production. All right, going back even further. This requires 40 ingots. This requires another 40.
And I can't
So
do it.
Our current capacity
Tried, everybody.
is 2040.
I tried to turn
40, 80.
make some sort of pun out of deficit and devastating. I couldn't do it. I'm too weak. I'll be better in the future, everyone. One day.
Sorry, I can't tell jokes at the moment or ever, but
I'm cooking my brain.
no, I just have a lot of small numbers I'm trying to keep track of. Okay, sheets in 120. I have a 60, and we need 80 for circuits, etc. Okay, 120. Alright. And then how many ingots are we making? Okay, so this is ingot. We have out at 30, 60, and 90. Okay, so everything about our copper sheet stuff is completely incorrectly scaled. So
hooray!
We'll start with that. So we need ingots. Well, we
I
still
feel
have
like
a
I
ton of
scaled
ore
the
over here.
first step correctly.
Um,
And that was like it, I think. It was just like, how much smelters need for stage 1?
well, if it makes you feel any better, which it shouldn't, no, you did not. So,
Why would it make me
Yeah,
feel better?
yeah, we have 90 ingots
No!
feeding into some hungry mouths that need 120 ingots. So that's step 1 is adding at least 1 more smelty, which should be pretty easy.
Is there enough ore for that?
I mean,
It's actually hard.
let me
It's
go
actually
check
hard.
that too.
It's actually hard to know because you have to run all the way to the source of one of the coppers. Because there's
Yeah,
the
true.
one that's right
Okay.
here, and then there's the one that's coming from some distant land that I forget the location of. But I mean, there's an obvious way to find it.
Yeah.
Pointing there.
Might as well be thorough and do it the correct way. All right.
Gross.
So this is going to require
I don't even recognize you
30
anymore.
per. I'll just keep that in mind. So our target is.
What did you do with Bird? We miss him.
What?
I was like, what did you do with Bird? We miss him.
Oh, because I'm trying.
Doctor,
My
do
bad.
it right.
Keith, my apologies. My medication is actually working at the moment.
Oh no.
I know. I'm just
Like-
as scared of you as you are of me.
It's like the origin of. It actually basically is the origin of the mythos behind like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But which one's the adhid?
Excellent literary reference there, Mr. Keith.
Oh god, kill me.
I often like to read literature like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with a nice glass of Chardonnay.
Shut the fuck up, Juice.
While settling by the fireplace and reading my Proust. I've never known what now to
Peruse?
pronounce that. Proust. It's the name of a French book man.
I have no fucking clue.
Yeah. He was French, he wrote books.
Wow,
Apparently he was really good at it.
how unique.
Yeah. Look at this Voltaire-looking motherfucker over here.
How original.
Jeez.
Look at me, I'm French and I can write. Gonna shame
Proust.
dead people for being successful and loved.
Yeah. Proust, I see. Okay, so we have.
Oh yeah,
120
you were wildly
copper.
successful and talented, but I could say your name while doing this voice, so who really wins?
This is 31st, so we have 120 out from minor. Okay, do we have minor Mark IIIs by any chance? Is there anything to go
I don't think so.
more? Okay, yeah, we don't.
I don't think we're that radical yet, brah.
Okay. Are those available in the game?
Maybe?
Okay.
I don't think we've
I don't
ever
know.
been behind past a 2 before.
Yeah.
They do not seem to keep pace with conveyors in version number.
Okay, so aside from this one little copper thing, is there more copper thing nearby here?
There's probably a multitude of copper.
Oh, I meant literally next to this one copper patch next to
Oh,
me.
like in the same mine? And
yeah,
we
the
just
same vein
we just put one
area.
miner down and I'm like, that's good enough. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't want the rest. That'd be greedy. This
Okay,
this isn't a game about like being greedy or exploiting anything. It's about
So what I can do, what I could do is, at the very least, put down another smelter, and that will.
that would be easier. I guess I'm just gonna use
We'll
this
keep a
floor and
marker.
delete the other one. I guess I'll just leave it empty upstairs. Ah, fuck. Okay.
This is 120. It's being split.
Yeah, being a first-person character that has to
60,
platform
60.
actively gets in the way of your base construction sometimes.
Oh yeah, it's madness.
Like you're using stack conveyors to clean things up, but then it's like, well, you can't stand where the conveyor is gonna go. So you have to like find vantage points to look at it as you're going. Nothing else counts. Oh my god.
I think I'm regretfully gonna have to do it this way. Alright, so this is...
I also like how there's like a 1 pixel difference between placing the stack conveyor correctly or having it do a 180.
Okay, so I have... oh god.
It's a positive
Okay, so
sound.
I have 4 smelters that need to feed into 3 constructors. How do we do that? In a way that doesn't like choke up all the capacity. I guess group them 2, 2, and then group them into 1. Wait, no. No, we don't. Well, I guess that could be the way to do it.
You want 4 into 3?
Yeah.
Well, splitters are 3 ways. So you feed 3 of them in directly, but put a merger
Yeah.
on all 3 of them, then split the 4th one into all 3 of them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Would be to do it. So we do a merger. We have to merge everything down to 1 belt, and then do a 3-way split on that 1 belt, right? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
You're trying to put 4 of them into 3. So put
Yeah.
the 3 of them just directly into where you want to put them. And then the
No, I can't
4th
do
one... Why?
Wait. Why don't you just come over? Maybe I'm just not understanding what you mean when you say put them
So
directly in.
you have 4 sources that you're trying to put into 3 destinations, right?
Yes.
So put the first 3 just directly into the 3 destinations, ignoring the 4th one.
Okay.
Then split the 4th one 3 ways, because that's how that's the max capacity of a splitter, and then merge those 3 branches into the 3 that you already fed in.
Understood. Okay, that's pretty straightforward.
That'll evenly split the 4th one between the other 3.
Gotcha. There is not enough room to do that.
That is a different. That's a different question.
Yes. What I can do is just tear everything up for right now, which I'm doing right now. Yay. If you don't got the room, then make the room. That's what I always say. As a birdcatcher original quotation, real profound and deep ass.
Deep ass.
we ass deep into quotations
I'm known for my
now.
profound and my deep ass. No
But
more.
not my
No,
profoundly deep ass. That's a very different problem.
No
I
further
will
questions.
kindly ask you to not mention it.
it actually worked out better than I thought it would, except for my mistakes. I put a whole new extra layer on the top of the conveyor, thinking that's what the stators were going to go on to come to the automated wiring. But then I remembered, oh, I deleted one of the floors that's halfway up the stack a while ago, and just had nothing I could really do with that. I was like, I mean, it's just gonna be an empty slot there. It's just gonna be a thing that sucks. Oh well. But then I realized just now, I'm like, oh, I can just feed the stators through that. Ta-da! They're coming! Yeah, the bottleneck's almost certainly gonna be the wires now. Yerp. Let's see, is this all done? Because these are all set up to feed in through here? Yeah.
Joysticks. I need to do a conveyor lift Mark 4, whatever. I might as well just do that so I never have to think about this.
Yeah. Got a bunch of computers. Modular frames, circuit boards. So now it's this is bottlenecked by the wiring, and the wiring is going to be bottlenecked probably by the wires. Way to go, everybody. Especially me. Pat, pat.
Yeah, no, I'm really proud of you for doing the thing that you just did that you said you did. It was really inspiring and
and
I'm sure it took a lot of brain to do whatever it was.
Brain thingies with the brain stuffs that the brain do. But how's our research doing? I haven't checked that in like 5 minutes. There's like a lot of places where you can unlock the medical inhaler. High-speed connections still not being made, I believe. That puts Caterium at a dead end.
And then I just need to do
Fabric requires mycelium.
I think I can just do the splitter off from this.
The fuck is that? Ah, a radar tower.
What?
50 heavy modular frames. 15 beacons, 100 quartzes. I can make that. Out of crystal oscillators.
I don't like the way I'm doing this.
That's fine.
But I'm not gonna stop.
That's normal, even. Alright, this is enough of jumping up here. I need to have ramps now. No, fuck. There's
This
so
game
many.
teaches you why all software is shit. Because nothing. It's just nothing but cut corners. All software is cut corners.
There are so many last minute last minute moments where you're just pointing at something and you're just like, all right, put it there, and then somehow it jukes into a completely different location right when you click, and you're like, fuck.
Encroaching others' clearance. No shit.
Is it yours? Is it where you're standing?
No, it's just. There's just not very much room. It's just not very much room at all, and
Clearance. I haven't heard that name in years. And we're closing in on. Wow. Yeah. My the place I'm making the wiring stuff is like encroaching upon the location of like the first crash. Like that's just that distant landmark is just being closed into our base now. Like it's funny thinking like I remember when it felt like your coal location, the glory coal, or the coal hole. Oh, yeah, Bird's coal hole felt like it was a long distance away. And yeah, like whenever you go to like our sky bridge, you just see the glory coal on the horizon, just in plain sight. Like you can see the buildings sticking up and everything, and it's like it's just right there. Like basically
we were
ran
so
further.
Young and foolish back then.
Basically ran further just to get here than it is there.
Yeah. Ah, the folly of youth.
Ah, the folly of youth.
Boing, conk, tung.
Spent a lot of time looking at Foley this last weekend. Or last 2 weeks really.
Why were you looking at Foley? Was this for the bouncer stuff?
The bouncer. So there was like, I was looking to like ASMR audio to find like background sounds for like cityscapes and like being near a road and stuff. But then also like I needed like sound effects of like gunshots and things, and it was kind of a huge pain in the ass. And a lot of it wasn't as good as it could have been, but it was like, I can't sit here and do this forever. It's insane.
I've actually made my own Foley before. It's really fun. It's like ASMR, except if ASMR consisted of banging on doors and opening windows really loudly. It's like aggressive ASMR.
Meanwhile, I'm playing Star Fox Adventures now, which is like the opposite of doing your own Foley, because it's a Rareware game, and they just are the kings of using every stock sound and making, and then like, oh yeah,
talk with it.
Oh yeah, you heard this fucking like metal door closing sound once, or let's say, or hundreds of times in GoldenEye. Well, now you're gonna hear it every time you watch Orange Is the New Black, and you can't not notice it.
I think
radar technology.
in GoldenEye there's that really iconic like tonk sound that's used in the soundtrack over and over and over again. That was very intentional. I saw a panel with Grant Kirkhope, and he was like, "Yeah, I found this one sound effect, and I really liked it, so I used it in every single song."
Oh my
it was
god!
Like, tonk, tonk, tonk. You know that sound.
Wait, what is that song from?
Oh wait, not that one.
That's probably a Perfect Dark song. It's actually I actually forget a lot of GoldenEye because of Perfect Dark being bad in every way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Perfect Dark is just GoldenEye, but done correctly.
Without any of the licensing stuff. Yeah. Is there a thing full of circuits somewhere? Oh wait, right. Then this is copper. I'm in the wrong base. Let's see.
I don't like what I'm doing.
AI limiters.
Like just in general, but also right now. Like if I were to look at my life's work, I'd be like, 6 out of 10. But if I'm looking at what I'm working on specifically in this moment on this base, I mean, we are definitely in the area of growth. Feedback, to put it mildly.
Do you need to make like a distant copper base and start over?
Kind of, but also short-term thinking. Let's just get it done. We got 2 hours.
That copper plate is powering everything.
Yeah, and it's doing a great job, and we all love it for what it is.
And if it's not working again, we can't even make the parts we need to make a train to make another copper base. Let's see. I was gonna make something out of computer parts, but I don't think that's gonna be going for a while. Maybe I should go on a mycelium expedition. Make gas masks.
Maybe.
The fabric requires 25 mycelium and some other bullshit. Let's see how well I do. I've got ore in my inventory. Gross. Yeah, no, I think we just go to the Two Wolves base, or the Beeville base, where the Two Wolves visit.
The fact that you named the train Two Wolves is so confusing, because I never know if you're about to launch into like a tiki meme time, or whether you're actually trying to convey useful information to me until the whole sentence gets said. And I'm like, it's like a garden path. Like my mind is like gearing up for like, oh, he's about to shitpost, and then it's like, no, it's information. Like a whole different sector of my brain needs to turn on to like.
It's like, no, my brain was shutting off, not on. Can't do this to me.
Encroaching other clearance. Yeah, no shit. I don't. That's a you problem. Stop making this a me problem.
That's all that's left. Is a lack of clearance.
Yeah. Here, maybe I can just make it go higher.
Pudding.
No. How the hell did they squeeze us in here in the first place?
Hey, Two Wolves is here. I'm gonna ride Two Wolves. Just in time.
What did I just say?
What? I'm not changing this
Anytime
name.
you talk about Two Wolves, the actual useful thing, I need you to preface it by saying, hey, I'm about to talk about something useful. Otherwise, I'm going to be confused and pissy the entire playthrough.
It wasn't useful. It's like, I was about to jump in the tubes, but then Two Wolves was here, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to ride Two Wolves. Whee! Speaking of wolves, I just showed Stephanie the Wolfthorn commercials. Have you seen those?
What?
Because you know how Old Spice has very memey commercials? Like, look at your husband, now back at me, now back at your husband. He is not me, blah, blah, blah. And then, like, the Terry Crews ones and so on. The Wolfthorn line of scents has a bizarre legacy of commercials. One of which was just this adorable video of a wolf dog sitting at a computer, sitting at an office desk and being like, "Yes, I sure am Office Man, not Beast," and so on, and just dumb jokes like that. And there's one that happened most recently where that was just really clear furry bait of like an anthropomorphized wolf character with like a costume and a catchphrase and stuff, and it's like, oh no. that's not gonna go well. But the most baffling one is the two wolves one, which is, it's like, oh, what a man of mystery, charmed instantly when I saw him at that fine dinner and all that shit, and it shows this man in a suit, and he just has two entire wolves hanging off of his shoulders at full scale, like, and they're just snarling horribly every second of the commercial, and she's like, I don't know, I just fell for him, I never had a chance, and so on, and he's trying to look like suave and collected the way that, like, fucking, like, I don't always drink whatever the fuck commercials and stuff like that. Like that like James Bond mood, but on both sides of his head are just two horrible, snarling, like fucking like automaton puppet like wolves, just horrifying, and it's just there for the whole commercial. Really
the description
off-putting.
was so long that I forgot that was real in the middle of you saying
it's a real commercial, and it's aged super poorly because it comes across as like, wow, I never stood a chance. It looks like a warning again. It looks like less like a Old Spice commercial for a scent that's supposed to be good, and more like a warning against like sexual predators. Like, he seems like a horrible villain. It's a warning to like young girls to like watch who they go home with or something. It's
oh my god!
And it's only like 5 years old, so it aged so bad, so fast, or maybe literally never went over well. Since they didn't since they didn't like keep doing that like series or anything. Shown by the fact that all three Wolfthorn commercials I found were completely different formats. They've just been fucking, like, just fucking rolling the dice over and over again and not succeeding ever. Shown by, or further by the fact that when they made the fucking the most recent one I think was the anthropomorphized character, and like, it has the Tony the Tiger problem, where like the internet got so thirsty for that character that they immediately deleted it after one commercial. They're immediately like, nope, never, not continuing this. We're super done with this mascot. And there's just like a horrifying amount of art. You're like, wow, I didn't even know this fucking commercial existed until now. And this is an Orangina level fucking rabbit hole to go down.
Do I dare ask what you mean by Orangina level rabbit hole?
Oh, Orangina is this orange soda, or not? Is it a soda or just an orange drink? Yeah, it's nice. Its French commercials are really horny and really furry, and they're 3D animated furries.
Oh, it's a Beastars. Why didn't you tell me?
They're just a lot.
Oh.
But what I love about them though is that they're fucking hilarious because for some reason they decided that besides the weird sexy animals shtick that they're really stuck on for some reason, they're also decided that the trend for their commercials is to lie about what Orangina is in every commercial. So every Orangina commercial is
lies.
Yeah, but every Orangina commercial is a parody of other genres of commercial.
Okay, so that's a bit much.
Like this one is this one will be like a Swiffer commercial, but it's like shows somebody cleaning the floor with Orangina. And this one's like this one's about like aftershave or shaving cream or whatever. So it's like it shows it shows this 3D cougar man shaving his face, which is confusing because his fur is not coming off, so I don't know what he's shaving. And then and then another dude comes by and like strokes his face, like, wow, you'll be attractive if you shave with Orangina. And it's like, it's a fucking orange juice. What the fuck? There's somebody
that's a lot.
There's somebody that's gurgling it for like Listerine to deal with their bad breath and their hoarse.
Okay.
It's just a lot. It's just all of them are just riffs on these ideas. Was it somebody?
Now,
there's
are they all male furries?
No.
Okay, good.
There's a deer. The gurgle one was a horse lady. The Swiffer one was there's one deer lady that's always cleaning her house. So she Swiffered the floor with Orangina, and then at one point she served up cereal to her kids by pouring Orangina in their cereal. And it's like, stop it! Please stop! I swear to God. So much. Fucking funniest thing though. I don't see.
Yeah,
oh,
I quite like
copper.
Orangina. I like orange sodas, and that's like the best one. I didn't know it was French, so it goes to show how much I actually care about the products I'm consuming.
It's hard to say if it's French or if that's just the weird direction that France went in with its ads.
Fucking Orangina commercials. Yeah.
Well, it's like you can like have just like products that just exist here.
Yeah.
It might even be by us or whatever. But then you get to like the Japanese commercial, and for some reason it's like Nicolas Cage in a giant white cowboy hat, and he's just losing his fucking mind. And it's like, I don't know why this is the commercial in Japan, but here we go.
I think Orangina is just I think it's just Coke.
Maybe. They do own everything, I think. I have no idea.
Nah, not really.
Is it these things? There we go.
Coke doesn't really own anything other than like Coke and Sprite and stuff like that. Pepsi owns damn near everything though, because Pepsi is owned by, what is it, Fun Food or something like that, which owns like Doritos, it owns Cheetos, it owns other stuff. Yeah, the Coke Pepsi situation is kind of amusing because for marketing purposes, they maintain that they're competitors. In actuality, PepsiCo is such a stronger and larger company than Coke would ever be that it's like they're not even on the same like radar as each other.
Is Pepsi more popular than Coke? Like
no,
just the specific drink?
It's just it's not even about the drink.
Well, yeah, it's because
just
Pepsi
the
owns
company.
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I just imagine that the only like stick in the eye is just the idea that like perhaps Coke still is winning at that specific thing. I think about like it's like Nintendo. Like Nintendo's competitors are like multimedia corporations with a billion properties, where any given generation it doesn't even matter whether they did well with their console or not. But Nintendo is a video game company by and large. Like it's like video games and little statues.
Yeah, but
where the fuck did I ever get Mycelia? I thought it was from here.
Also, like, Nintendo is a little bit unusual with its investor strategy and stuff like that, and I think that this probably goes for actually a lot of Japanese video game companies. Is that I think culturally video games aren't really seen as like a valid business or something like that. Like I read an article about this where somebody was breaking down like a investor meeting at Nintendo, and they basically never really manage the video game aspect of what they're doing. They talk mostly about like brand growth and stuff like that because the investors don't really like to acknowledge the fact that it's a video game company. I don't know. That could also be 100% bullshit, and I'm just I'm Joe your Rogan right now.
Yeah, it just
like,
sounds
fucking
confusing.
I don't know. But
why would it be that way?
I don't know. But if it were true, wouldn't that be wild?
Oh god.
That's always the best when it's like, okay, this may not have actually happened, but doesn't it make you angry that it might have happened?
This thing I maybe made up, I don't know. Let's get Twitter mad about it.
Yes.
How did that even work?
Since November 2009, Orangina has been owned by Suntory in most of the world. Okay, I don't know what that is. In the United States, the brand has been owned by Keurig Dr. Pepper. Keurig Dr. Pepper. Okay,
That's a company, Keurig Dr. Pepper?
Why is being a consumer in capitalism so goddamn hard? Why can't a company just be what you think it is? No, it's every company's actually like a freaking like super villain. Like they're all tuxedo mask, and you think like who's its secret identity? It's Nestle. Oh no! Like.
Who was it? It was old man Nestle, and I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling. Actually, I did. I got away with it. You just know him. You just realize it's me now. It doesn't matter though.
Yeah.
This changes nothing. I win.
Anyway. I just want to put my ramps. I just want to put my belts and my ramps, but I can't because I didn't have enough room, and I don't want to tear up anything more than I already have, but I'm going to have to. Everything sucks. I can't just have some Orangina. Now I just want Orangina. Now I have multiple problems.
This is the fucking advertising being effective against you without you even seeing what it looks like.
I know what orange. Oh, you're talking. No, I like the drink. I've had the drink before. The fact that it's a furry drink is only an added bonus. But, like. Orangina, the official drink of furries everywhere. Oh, Orangina, am I right?
I'm trying to remember how I ended up on that rabbit hole, because that was a while ago. This really fucks up the use of the phrase rabbit hole.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing because I didn't want to say anything. Because I was like, I want to say something, but it's gonna be gross, so I'm not gonna.
Because the Wolfthorn thing was news to me, but then it put me down like oh, you haven't seen this yet, I gotta show you this dumb bullshit. And I knew about that from like I remember I was on a trip to Monterey. I was like bored in the evening, like we were just like going to bed and stuff. And specifically, it's like I remember it's the exact weekend that Mass Effect Andromeda came out. Specifically, I recorded like 3 episodes, and then went away on a trip for the weekend. So I had to record just enough to cover how long I was going to be gone. And I was on the phone just sort of reading just the cavalcade of anger that was being levied at the game that was like mostly news to me because I didn't know that was what we were in for yet. And then somehow
it was an unfortunate time.
I think it just like there was just like a link or something. I don't know. I somehow bridged the gap to like discovering Orangina commercials on the fly, having never heard of Orangina before. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is this marketing campaign? I do think that people just try basically random things until one kind of sticks, and they're like, that's my life now.
Yeah, I mean...
We're the people with the weird, kind of boring talking gecko. He's just kind of chill and British. People seem to like him.
He's not British. He's some kind of colony.
Vaguely Australian or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Isn't the whole world British, technically?
I mean, it used to be.
See, I was here for something.
Keith, you're gonna be really, really stoked to see what I shat out over here.
Try really hard not to look.
You're gonna be really pleased to see this.
Biomass.
Nestle is a nightmare to avoid. I've managed to pull it off by
as far as you know.
not having any junk food or consumer food ever.
What am I even looking at?
What? Where are you?
I'm right next to you.
You are?
Yeah.
This is the way I'm feeding all the copper ingots into the conveyor belts that will eventually feed into the assemblers. Do you like it? Tell me you like it, Keith. Tell me you like it!
It looks like that one weird fixture in, like, I imagine Seattle, but probably not Seattle, where there's just like an infinite staircase going nowhere in the middle of a public area. You know the one?
No.
Just
I
a
think
giant,
that's a work of art.
It's just a giant winding staircase you can climb up. It doesn't go anywhere.
Huh. I don't know.
We'll never know why they did it.
It's for the sake of art, man. You
Art
wouldn't
was a
understand. Yeah.
It
I made an art once, and
commercials.
then I thought... I made an art once, and I was like, whew, what the heck was I thinking with that one?
We now
you
know
live and learn, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
We just learned how to make fabric, and the next thing on the tech tree for what you can make out of fabric is parachutes.
Ooh,
There's
that would be useful
in this game.
10 years ago.
Listen, it's a really complicated series of trees to look at, and I try not to look at it that often.
Oh, it never ends. Oh, why does this area suck so much?
You doing all right, fam?
I'm doing fine. I'm not gonna get angry like last time. I'm a healthier person. I've regained control of my emotions. I went to see my therapist and they were like, Satisfactory isn't real. And I'm like, you say that, doc, but I still sees it in my dreams.
I still sees it.
It may not be real, but it's real to me. I see the bees.
This is the one thing. I guess, yeah, this is like the one thing I'll handcraft. Stuff made of like biomaterials, because I don't even know where to make a base for it. Can you even like harvest it? Anyway, there's gas masks. We're all out of researchers now on that part of the research. Still have other researchers.
And you know, making stuff out of biomass and stuff is probably really fun because you're like, oh, my hands are all sticky now.
Oh. From drinking all this delicious Orangina. I do wish that entire trees that you've already finished would go away. And maybe that
in the interface, it would be pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah, the MAM needs some work. There's also giant trees you have to scroll down, and it'd be nice if they would at least start off scrolled to the part you haven't finished yet. You just see a big, complete-looking grid, and then you scroll down to see if you even need anything down there to remind yourself what's there. Where are the... Is this full of wires? That's full of ingots. That's wires. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Hey, edit that out.
No.
Okay.
You saw that conversation. Other people are quiet enough to edit out all their body noises, and I'm like, You're commenting on a 3-hour Overwatch stream. What are you suggesting exactly? I have additional questions. There we go. We have the parachute, the medical inhaler, and the gas mask research.
In this area.
Why can you research the same medical inhaler multiple times on different trees and it doesn't go away when you research it somewhere else? I don't like that.
There are multiple ways to breathe, Keith.
I don't need multiple researches of medical inhaler unless it's maybe it is a new recipe. I've acquired a new recipe. Oh, there's a weird, distracting, fill up this circle animation.
There, that's good enough. I mean, it's not, it's horrendous, but I'm so done with this.
I could research rifle cartridges for no reason without researching rifles first. Because researching
Look
rifles
at this amazing
requires...
thing I made. It holds bullets. What are bullets? I don't know.
There are two bullets inside of you. Oh no.
Oh no. There are 2 bullets inside of you. Call a doctor. He'll be jealous. God damn it. There's nothing. Everything's encroaching on everything. Oh.
You need to make more floors.
I know,
like I do.
but I don't want to.
Just make 7 floors.
I'm sick of tearing everything up.
And it's usually good to have like 3 entire tiles of open space in the opening between.
Yeah, it
like,
would have been nice
vertical
to have
space
that.
for the floors.
Would have been great. Here, this is good enough.
We'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes.
Alrighty. All of this work to put in one.
I run back and forth across the whole base, and I forget which tree I was even researching. Then I have to click on them all again to check.
Oh.
Fuck. There's something really smooth and easy to read about the
House of Leaves.
About the research tree where you launch the thing into space. and that did not carry over into the MAM, which you've carefully avoided by just not looking at all game. Oh, damn it. I'm definitely gonna, that's gonna be a future project for sure, is just to up our steel production by probably doing it off-site and piping it in.
Yeah.
Because there's never enough. In particular, I feel like we, on a regular basis, need to grab a handful of every single material of every stage of the entire steel production thing.
I know!
They basically all need to be dumped into a warehouse somewhere, but then that would just constantly choke their production of being able to make the next tier, which we also need.
Yeah, it's wild. It's like every single intermediate step of steel is useful.
Just how often I try to go back for steel plates or steel pipes just to pick them up to make something. And also like you need steel beams and encased steel beams, because those are tier 3 and 4 conveyors, and it's like, oh fuck. I don't have nearly enough of those. Alright, that's rifle cartridges. We don't have rifles unlocked yet though, because I need 100 circuits. I need 100 circuit boards.
Oh man, the meme was real? Really? You made bullets before rifles. Very nice.
I'm just trying to research things, but I don't think I can get a hold of 100 circuit boards, so I can't do the rifles. Because for some reason, rifles are made of computers. Just like in real life.
I haven't played Demon's Souls yet, because getting a PlayStation 5 is still probably impossible, isn't it?
As far as I can tell, yeah. I feel like that was a really obvious answer.
Yeah.
That's the...
I feel like I mean, there's a global chip shortage, which has been really bad for my PlayStation 5 acquisition efforts and my stock portfolio. Hasn't been great in either department.
Copper sheets and plastic.
Okay, so I did all that. We're now at 120 in for sheets, which is doing 60 out. I don't feel like working on this anymore.
20 copper sheets? Let's see. You don't feel like working on it? I quit. Just gonna leave it.
I do. I do quit. This is insane.
Maybe the weekend fairies will clean it up for me. But sir, I'm the weekend fairies. Yeah, that's exactly that.
So yes.